that is not in bad shape. I think this is a refurbished bus. They refurbed it.
Yeah.
It's sad how they can refurb our buses and trains, but can't refurb our U2s. Isn't that sad? That would be, they would be starting a career all over again. Did you have some beverages when you were down there?
I did have some beverages, but I didn't really go too crazy. I never really went overboard at all.
Man, I like the Volvo bus you sent me.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, like you get off the plane, you get onto that bus, and then it takes you into into the airport.
Wouldn't I love to film one of those?
Yep, that was pretty neat.
Was there any of these down there or no?
No, not at all.
How does when you were on it, does the bus burn cleaner too?
Yeah, so it was hard to tell because we never really went fast, because you're on the airport tarmac.
Like on here, when we go fast in the fast section, you can probably tell how the bus is burning when you're going fast.
Yeah, it was a pretty neat looking bus inside as well. I was pretty shocked actually that it was, they had such nice buses. But that's the airport. It was a nice airport.
I find some of our maintenance at transit has been neglected on some buses.
Yeah.
Just because we're still short mechanics.
Yeah, exactly. I've actually found every bus that I've had this week has been, the windshield's clean, the floor is, clean-ish, cleaner than usual.
And VP does not clean their buses every night.
Yeah, I mean, I've been impressed, so it's been good.
So what do you think about the electric? They're coming in soon, I heard.
Yeah, I think that's great. Bring it on. I'm excited.
You know what? I'm excited to see what the electric motor sounds like.
Totally.
It'll be like I'm on a C train, except it's a bus.
Yeah, I think that'll be cool.
I think we're getting virginities or something. Whatever they're called.
Oh, is it like a vicinity?
Vicinity.
Yeah, I think that's what they are, yeah.
Grand West vicinity. Transit had those years ago, but they got rid of them. But I guess it was the union was in a fight. There's like, no, these are big buses. No, these are shuttle buses. I always get confused. It's 80 here, but with the communities around, you would think it would be 60, but it's 80.
Yeah.
But this is kind of a main stretch, so that's understandable.
Yeah, and it's just kind of straight.
I imagine you didn't want to come back home in the cold.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem, hey? And the day before we left, it snowed, so we were like, yeah, awesome.
And it snowed a lot.
It did snow quite a bit.
They say it was the snowiest day on record for Calgary. Some spots got up to 35 centimeters within hours.
That's a lot, yeah.
But I mean, the flakes were huge, and I would say it was coming down a couple inches per hour.
Yeah. Yeah, on the way to the airport, there was car in the ditch, car in the ditch. Like all the
People
way up
drive
to
too fast though.
Yeah, totally. And then when we were turning into the airport, there was another accident, like right there, like at the turn into the airport. It's like, oh, that would suck.
I imagine if you arrived at 4 o'clock, your next trip, that's when you would get the kiddos.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really had many kids at all week. Like, I don't
So the key after you must get it.
The key after, the key before. Actually, like, okay, this bus is key 142, right?
Yeah.
And the driver that I relieved last week, it was also key 142. And he was like, always do key 142. It's always the best key. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't know.
Because you're like with the kids taking these routes, you get about a standing load on some of them.
Yeah, I had a few, but nothing. And all the schools were all let out by the time I went through, like, both ways. So yeah, it was good.
But if you arrived at 4 o'clock, they would be there waiting.
Yeah, I guess, depending.
So you signed soon.
Oh, I did on Tuesday. But I just got to pick my actual vacation weeks, for when I have vacation.
Oh.
And I looked at the work and I didn't take any, I didn't do work sign up. So I'll do my vacation.
Man, this bus is quick, eh? It's one of the quickies. I don't hardly feel the transmission ever so slightly, but it's not jerking.
No, it's pretty smooth. And I was looking at a split, which I didn't end up taking, where you would do the 14 in the morning and the 149 in the afternoon.
And I know you were really thinking hard.
I was thinking about it, but I decided not to.
And the 14's too busy.
Well, it started at like, I think 11 o'clock in the morning.
The 14?
Yeah, it wouldn't be too bad.
Oh.
Yeah. But then you wouldn't finish until like 8:30 at night. And I thought, nah, I'll just do my straights. My vacation straights.
Man, did you take a 149 for a week though?
Well, no, because I don't think the actual, all of the work until like for another 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this time was if I wanted to just sign up. and then
Oh,
they-
regular.
Yeah, then they do the vacation run sign up, which is what I do. Like. right
Did you
at the
look
end.
at the Anderson work?
Yeah, there was quite a bit, but it was all like sort of splits. There was no. Well, there was one late night thing. What was it like? I don't know. It's like something like the 153. Like you start at 6 p.m.
But I mean, who would want to do that when you're regular sign up and you wouldn't get home till like 1:30
Yeah,
at the whole sign up?
yeah, it's too late.
But I mean, that's a good start time if you're gonna do the 153.
Yeah, you're over the worst must have been.
If you start at 3:30, look out.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes they have to leave people behind. It's that busy.
I know, they should do, yeah, put like an RTEC on it or something.
But then again, there's not enough drivers to do that.
That's true.
Imagine if you got a Winnipegger today, you would be happy. But you're out of VP, so they don't have any.
That's right, no chance.
Unless they move them.
Yeah, that's true.
Are you gonna miss the diesel buses when they go?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, hopefully these electric buses are going to be really cool and not, you know.
I hope they buy electric new flyers.
Yeah.
Not the Patera, the ones that Daniel hates.
Right.
That guy who asked for a cushion, he seems like a senior guy.
I think he's sort of around where I'm at. I don't think.
Kind of senior.
Yeah, I don't think he's super senior.
Jimmy with no governor.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you and me were sitting in the back on a Jimmy right now, we couldn't talk. Hey, that thing is there was nothing better than a Jimmy back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what? They would probably still run if they were on a road.
Yeah, probably.
But then again, the oil and stuff,
Oh, yeah. Probably.
it would be like a smokestack. You know how you would take off?
Yeah, exactly.
It would be like a steam locomotive.
Yeah. Just like black in the air.
I imagine the diesel Novas will start doing that in a few years.
Oh, yeah.
I asked a lot of the Anderson drivers what they think about the Novas. They're like, man, I hate those.
Yeah.
And they comment on the transmission.
Yeah.
Calgary didn't buy old natural gas buses. I'm shocked that they didn't. Like, there's old natural gas buses, but they're called the C40LFs. So it's a Cummins engine, except it's a natural gas. It's Cummins ISL like these, except it's natural. Get ready for next week. It's going to be a chill.
I know, minus 17. But they could always be wrong.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping.
You get lots of time when you take over in the morning.
Yeah.
Don't you get like 9 minutes?
Yeah.
I imagine you're up pretty early then.
Like 8 o'clock. Not too bad.
Then you leave by 8:30.
No, I leave at 9.
Well, I'm assuming you're not far from Anderson.
No. I actually get there way too early, but that's okay.
What if there's an accident,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It's been a hot minute since you've been out of Vic Park.
Yeah, it sure has.
Why, you haven't done it for, I want to say, at least 5-6 weeks because you had that vacation.
Yeah.
Did you get your friend to do your work on the 87?
Yes, I did, yeah. That was good.
Is he not the friend you know that does spearboard.
No, this is a different one, yeah.
Spring is having a busing issues again.
Oh, yeah.
There was at least 10 drivers last week sitting without a bus and they just had to sit.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Yeah.
Because they're short parts.
Yeah, I guess. Well, they were putting Arctics out on, oh, I can't remember, some, like the 20 or something weird like that. So that must have been why they didn't have any 40 footers.
They were putting Arctics on there.
Yeah, whatever they have, right? I don't think it was the 20, but it was something in the north.
Yeah, just this week on a regular Max Tilke, they put an Arctic on it.
Okay, maybe that's what it was, yeah.
And it wasn't even a snow day.
Yeah. Well, they have to put something out.
No more spring work for you, right?
I'll just sign up. We'll see what happens.
That 56 in question mark is approaching soon.
Yeah, I looked it up. It's the max yellow.
Oh man, you must have been hopping.
Yeah, I was like, yes.
I like the yellow actually, it's not bad.
Yeah, and at night, it'll be great.
And you leave downtown pretty much
Yeah.
right away. They give you a 5-minute layover, but you just end up showing up on time.
Yeah.
You sit there for like a minute if you're lucky.
Yeah, that'll be good.
So when do you start your 56 then?
Like maybe 3:45 or something like that.
Oh, and that, wow, would you get kids though, I wonder?
Maybe, yeah.
Teachers' convention started for some schools today.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's right. And then Monday's a holiday.
Oh, right.
Yeah, family day.
I've been kind of having one of them blah weeks. You know how you're just sluggish?
Yeah, I know.
And you're kind of mopey?
Yeah. It's good that you got out though.
I needed it.
Yeah. Get some vitamin D. See the world.
On snow days, I find it harder. I don't go out when it's snowing. I'm like, when we had that freak snow, I thought, no thanks. Filmed some of it though because it was coming down so heavy.
Oh yeah. That's cool.
How are the dogs?
They're good. Yeah, they got a little bit sick while we were gone. Just because the guy was kind of feeding them too many treats.
Oh, your friend there?
Yeah. So next time I'm gonna make sure that like there's the treats they can eat and the treats that they can eat but not very many. And he was feeding them the treats that they shouldn't have very many of. So it was like
Was he good otherwise?
He was really good, like super good. And the house was like super clean. It was so nice.
You know what you'll do for that? You'll have to fire him from Calgary Transit.
Yeah.
Haha, just joking.
No. Yeah, he did.
2 years since George retired.
Wow, that's yeah.
I don't think he would do this route. I think he would still be on the 12.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep, it's too far away from home for him.
And like he would probably have to take the bus back to VP, right?
Yeah.
And he likes to work in the afternoon, but if you start in the afternoon, you're going back to the garage.
Yeah, generally. Yeah.
The 96 a few years ago used to be a big bus all day though.
Yep.
Like before COVID, just before the shutdown, they had buses out of Anderson out here till 1 in the morning.
Yeah, that's right.
All this work was big bus. The 15 used to be that too. The 11 stops where the Sundance used to stop now. Did you know that?
Yeah. Yep. Apparently that 78 is still really bad for time.
Oh.
Like people, I was talking to some drivers and they were like, yep, it's just as bad if not worse. And I was like, wow. Okay.
And to make up time, you don't go on the Cloud Trail, you know, that 80K part? I wouldn't want to even do it with that. They took the fun out of the route. I love going on that little highway at 80K. But now when you go to Chaparral, you turn left from the station.
Yep.
Over Rado.
Yep, that's right.
So don't take it if you can.
Yeah, okay.
They took the goddamn doors off at Chinook, right? So they wouldn't huddle up and do their you-know-what in there.
Yeah.
They're still doing it. So, how you solve the problem, you gotta find a better solution. That's not solving a problem.
Yeah, it just makes it worse for everybody else. Because now if it's cold, well now the wind is just going to go right through the place.
And plus, you still got them in there doing drugs.
Yeah, exactly. Like we didn't really do anything to make it worse.
The same thing at Somerset. You know that little station that used to have the closed doors? Right in the loop at the station. I'm at Somerset too. I'm like, what's your guys' goal?
Yeah.
And then they bought these, and then 2007, they go and buy them 8000s when you're driving them. Like, you're driving this bus. Do you smell any diesel defect smell? No. But they buy those, you get one and it smells like diesel inside.
Yep.
Sometimes if I get an 8000, I have to get off of it because I get a headache from the fumes.
Yeah, there's a lot of drivers who they just won't drive those.
And you know what? Transit gets mad. I'm like, well, you have to, but I mean, what if the driver has a headache? Is like, and they say, well, you get one trip and that's it.
Yeah.
I want something else. And it's only the orange 8000s. The white ones are the ones with the good filtering system.
Oh yeah.
80,000 through 8015 are the good buses.
Oh really? Okay.
They have pep, and they don't have that smell, If you get one, you probably know what I'm talking about. The whole time you're driving it, just this terrible diesel smell through the whole bus. How has the transmission been in all your buses this week?
Pretty good. Like I have good buses every day. Really good.
So if you get this again next on up, make sure to pick key 142 if it's available.
Yep. Apparently 142 is the one you want.
Was there any 12 work you could take?
No, there was no 12 work.
All the veteran guys take it.
Yeah, that got
I never see any new guys take the 12. It's always the high up guys.
Yeah. I could have had the 24 out of Big Park, but I just didn't want to deal with the hockey games and stuff around there.
And like if they're late night, then you're screwed.
Yeah, and the construction, like
I've actually been by Vic Park before.
yeah, how's it looking?
I can see why, you know, you can only fit so many buses in there.
Yeah,
It's darn small.
yeah, there's no room for expansion either. What you see is what you get, no more. So normally at this time, it's all school buses along here,
Yeah.
but no school today, so
My cousins don't have them next week, and they're in the Red Deer
oh yeah,
school system, and they don't either.
yeah.
Have you driven 7972?
Probably.
It's a lemon. If you get it again, you'll know what I mean.
Oh yeah? What's wrong with
First time I saw it, broke down, no one on it, had the signal on, had its hazards on. First time I got on it, transmission was hot, so bells and whistles. Another time I got on it, it only happened once, but the transmission wouldn't shift for like 15 seconds.
Oh really?
You get a lemon though.
Yeah. Actually, I did find one thing wrong with this bus. My high beams for a while kept coming on.
Your pardon?
What, high beams?
Oh.
Little high beams for the headlights?
Oh.
Yeah, and we have like on the floor there's like a switch that you push with your foot to turn
Yeah.
them on, and I wasn't anywhere near it, and they just came on and then went off, and they came on again, and I'm like, okay.
Not change offable though.
No, but I'll have to tell the person that relieves me. 'Cause she's out till like, 11:30 or whatever, so
She does one loop on the 92, like she goes up to Mackenzie Town.
yeah. Yeah, and then I'm broke.
Is she veteran too?
No, she's actually maybe 4 years, 4 or 5 years.
But is she signed?
Yeah, that's her sign up, yeah.
Man, 4 or 5 years in, that's lucky.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, I think it might be I don't know, it might be a TFN or something else, but.
TFM, what's that?
Oh, that's like if somebody's off, like sick for quite a while, then instead of the work being just available for a week, it's available until they get back.
Right. So she might be doing a kind of similar to what you do.
Yeah, except she has that same work for the whole until they come back, basically.
They might be on vacation too, right?
No, they wouldn't be on vacation because it's all the vacations are all this week picked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's somebody who's off sick, or they may have. Sometimes someone will sign on something and then they retire. And then
Yeah,
their work
that's
is
what George did.
So that might be it.
Signed up even though he was retiring.
Yeah. So then his work for the rest of the sign up would be a TFN. And somebody could.
I don't think he did actually. Someone, because he was retiring, right? So, someone just signed on his work.
Yeah.
I don't think he misses driving the bus.
No, probably not.
Oh, you meet up with the 153 here.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Oh, and the 92. They haven't changed this routing at all, right?
No, it's been the same for a little while. You know how for kids 12 and under it's free?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, today I've had more kids that are 12. I've probably had 20 kids that are like, I'm 12, and I'm like, okay.
Did they look 12 too?
No, they look a bit older, but you know, it's,
They could be though.
I know, but to have that many, like 20 kids, and they're all 12, like, okay.
It's like, okay, I guess I'm not making any money on this batch.
Well, I mean, I think they should still have to have a pass, even if they don't have to pay for it. You know what I mean? Because, like, that's the
Low income pass.
well, sometimes a pass, right? Like, it's like, now it's just so many kids that are like, oh, rent is free if you say you're 12. I mean, like, whatever, right? I just think it's funny how many 12-year-olds are now all of a sudden
But I
running.
think it's good for a mother and her young child.
Oh, yeah. I think it's good for people that are
Like,
12 as well.
but I mean, making pets pay,
That was dumb, yeah.
I just laugh at it, really.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good now.
That's good, yeah.
I was like 3 minutes away from Anderson, which was good.
Yeah.
So I didn't miss you. I had to park by the Save On Foods at like 155, I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
I just had some water. Sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah. Yeah, just stop moving. Get your bearings.
Have you had that recently sometimes? You just get randomly,
A little bit nauseous.
yeah.
Yeah, I kind of sometimes that'll happen if I'm just a bit tired, you know? Moving around, like, yeah, I know what you're saying.
It's crazy how I'm used to this route being so packed.
I know. Yeah.
They have 4 buses on this now.
Oh, yeah.
They may have added service though.
Yeah, that's good.
Because I think it was only 3 last sign up.
Really?
I wouldn't want to take the 78, do the 78 as a driver after what you told me if I was a driver.
No, I'm gonna avoid that one.
And it's not the routing, it's never the routing.
Yeah, it's disappointing. No.
But I mean, you get stuck in all those lights, so you need that 8 minutes. I would say at the most they should give you 10.
Well, they just want their schedule to look a certain way, even if it's not reality, you know?
I find having a bunch of soda when your stomach's kinda off too is not a good idea.
That's like in the airplane. I usually, you know, when they come around, I usually get ginger ale. But then this time I was like, I'm not gonna drink ginger ale, I'll just have water. And it made a big difference. Like, really big difference.
It did, eh?
Yeah, like you just don't get that bubbly feeling. I don't know. I don't know why.
Except ginger ale really helps me if I'm upset, like the stomach.
I know, that's why I thought it was like, oh no, ginger ale is like the best thing you can have, but I don't think it is when you're like in an airplane. I don't know.
What time was your flight back to Calgary?
Let me think. I think I left at like 12:30 or something p.m.
Oh, but I imagine getting up on Saturday morning, it was a crawl.
It wasn't bad. I was up at 5:30 a.m. But you know, like you're all excited, so you don't really like it's fine. You know?
It was like me if you said I'll be there at 5 in the morning with the Jimmy, eh? It's kind of like that.
Yeah, it's not like you're getting up to like go to the dentist or something dumb, right? Like
Oh, yeah.
you're like, no, I'm gonna go do something really fun.
How did that appointment go?
Oh yeah, that was fine. Actually, it was okay. Because they didn't even do any x-rays. The dentist didn't even come to see me. It was just strictly cleaning.
I like those
Yeah, I
appointments.
was like, really? Okay, bye.
If I could just magically x-ray myself, then they would never have to do it.
Yeah.
You know the one thing, Joe, I gotta start adjusting my sleep schedule. I've been staying up till like 5 in the morning.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep, just start sort of scaling it back and getting up a bit earlier. What's your goal? Like what would the idea?
Like at least maybe, even if it's just 3 o'clock, I can get up in the afternoon at like 12.
Yeah.
And I know 3 is still late, but I can kind of have that. But I mean, some nights I just can't go to bed early. My mind's just going.
Yeah.
You done that for a while where you were up really late.
Yeah, totally.
till like, what was it, 2:30?
Oh yeah. Yeah, just can't turn your brain off. So did you get that soda stream working?
I'm planning to do it next week.
Really?
I put it in my goal
Oh yeah?
goal thing.
Wow, I don't believe you, but okay.
Just right now, I got to cut back on the soda.
Okay, okay. I got
That's hard to do though.
you. Yeah.
But it doesn't make my stomach feel good. Like I would have like 2 big loads of Pepsi.
Yeah. Well, now I'm just drinking that flavored sparkling water stuff. And it's fine. It's not, I like my diet ginger ale, but it gives me a headache, right? So I'm just drinking the flavored sparkling water. It's kind of lame, but I guess it's okay.
That's the lamest water. I think regular water tastes better than that.
I know, but like I need the bubbles, but it's just not the same.
Like I like the feeling of a nice ice water without bubbles.
Yeah. But I like the bubbles when I get home from work, you know? So, I don't know. I feel your struggle. And that was some good Fanta at the resort, that orange Fanta that I
They have different style cans.
Totally different. But it was good. Like that just really fit. That orange flavor.
That's why I love it.
It was so good. I was gonna bring one for you, but I was like, yeah, but if this thing explodes in my suitcase, that's not gonna be good.
A bottle you could get away with.
Yeah. A can, I don't know.
You were gonna bring one for me, it's like you'll like that.
Yeah, I do even like it, but I was like, nah, I don't want my everything I own to be covered in orange.
There goes your nice stuff that you bought there, right?
Alright.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say, I actually only bought one thing, and it was a baseball hat for the guy that looked after the dogs. That was all we bought. Just one thing.
Was the Corona good down there?
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
I watched the Super Bowl last Sunday.
Yeah, so who were you cheering for? Or did you
Kinda my dad's team was in it,
Okay.
but Kansas came back. Kansas City is a really strong team though too. My dad's team had a 15-3 season, I think. Up and down. That's not surprising.
No surprise there. Did you have some good Super Bowl snacks?
Yeah, I didn't overdo it.
Well, that's good.
I wasn't in the mood to drink, really. I had about one and it tastes like not. If I'm not in the mood though,
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you.
you know what's funny? You're gonna laugh at me. I left my heavy middle can of beer up in Red Deer. One of them, I forgot it when I was leaving.
Really?
The other one you bought me,
Yeah.
I forgot.
Was that when you were visiting your...
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well. I don't know. Do you think she'll drink it? Or anybody up there?
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Well, maybe it'll be there next time you visit.
I feel like having one would just be enough.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
right? So you kind of do a short part of Copperfield, right? Or the 153.
Yeah, the 153, yeah.
If there's keys available, weekly keys, do not take the busy ones or start later.
Yeah.
But then again, you'll be going back to the garage at like 12 something. And my fall, my winter programs have kicked in as well.
Oh yeah, what are you doing?
I'm doing swimming and bowling again.
Oh, that's cool, yeah.
Swimming's really good for me. I find it melts my stress. I spend a lot of my time by the hot tub,
Yeah.
but I can't stay in it for too long when I start overheating.
Oh yeah.
I can do about 5 to 7 minutes.
That's good. I mean, yeah. And is that at Village Square or where are you going?
Trico Center.
Oh, Trico. Fancy. That's good.
They have really good staff there.
Yeah. That makes a difference.
And a lot of the same ones work there on Fridays,
Okay.
so they see us.
Yeah, so they know you guys, yeah. It's alright.
What are you up to next week, work-wise?
I don't know because I'm spare next week, so I put in some bids for some weekly work, and I'll find out tonight if I got anything.
You know what though? I'll probably be on tomorrow, so I can find out.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I put myself down for 7 different runs.
So it's
hopefully-
basically you're not really doing spare, you're scheduled to do spare, but it's like you're off of spare board if you get a run.
Exactly, yeah.
And I know you really don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't want to be on spare, no.
You could be at Stone.
But you know, one of the runs that I put my name down for is out of Stony. It's the 23 afternoon piece driving the Arctic.
Oh, whoa.
I like that though. I didn't like it. I thought it was good.
I thought you said, I remember a couple sign-ups ago, you said the 23 was really stupid and you didn't enjoy it.
Well, the last 2 times I didn't mind it. So hopefully it'll still be okay. That was my first hit too.
Wow.
I know. But you want to know what my second hit was? The 2.
Oh.
There was nothing to choose.
I'm actually hoping you're out of Stony rather than the 2.
Yeah.
I would actually enjoy the 23 a lot. And the 2, there's so many lights.
I know. But you know what? That route 2 that is up as a weekly bid, I'm going to be doing that in like 3 weeks or whatever. Like,
The same key.
same key, yeah. Key 144. Yep.
Ouch. Ouch. ouch,
I know,
ouch.
now I'm like, ooh, 144? That doesn't sound good. So if
Sounds
I
like
get it,
one of the busy ones.
yeah, if I get it, I'm kind of hoping I don't get it. But if I get it, I get it. I'll be doing it again anyhow. So yeah. See, that could be me next week on that bus.
That key though?
I don't really remember what key it was, but it could be that one.
A busy key?
Maybe. It's better than spare board.
Man, it would be nice if you could get a 23 out of Anderson. They need to add the all-day runs out of Anderson on the 23. Drivers want that back.
I know. Yeah.
They took all the work away when the shutdown started. It was only self-work for Anderson before they closed it. Imagine if you got a Winnipegger out of Stony. Have you heard anything? Are they adding new routes in the future anymore?
I don't know. They're supposed to be adding more work, more hours, but they need to hire more people, right?
That lady you relieved yesterday, she's the same you relieve, or not relieve, she takes over for you.
Yep. Same one, yeah.
She might be a temporary sign until that person gets back.
Yep, could be.
Because 5 years, that doesn't seem right. Normally you're still on spare board, but that work may have came available.
Yeah, I'll ask her today.
Because getting just a regular sign up at 5 years, you would be awful lucky.
Yeah, I mean, it is late night, but it's not super late night.
Well, by the time you get back to VP, 12 o'clock.
Yeah, but you know, you could conceivably be out till like 2:30.
Yeah, like on that 6th, the last bus goes out of service at 25:02.
Yeah.
And during Stampede, they run the 6th till 26:02.
Yeah, exactly.
At 26:02, I mean by 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess this is built in March
Alright, that's what year?
2004.
Correct.
I already know the year because I can look on Transit 55. But when this bus, you want to know something, when this bus first came out, its CAD wasn't working, and that's annoying.
Oh yeah?
Like, I didn't get on it a month and a half after it started working out of VP. You have buses like that where the CAD doesn't work for like months. But if you are too early, you get a call today, I imagine.
Yeah, today probably. There's not much going on.
I might stay on for an extra trip today.